Welcome to Empowering Women. I'm Susie Spivey, one of the hosts of Empowering Women, and I'm backstage at the Emerson Umbrella with the Porch Party Mamas. We're getting ready for a concert. We're so excited to have you all here. So I'd like to start by just going around and having everyone introduce yourselves and just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay. I'm Felicia Brady Lopez. I'm from Texas originally. I came to Boston to study piano at Boston University, and I hung around because Boston's such a great music city. And thankfully, I found these women, these friends to make music with.
Fabulous.
I'm Sanya Mack, and I'm from Connecticut. And I came to Boston after music school to become a songwriter. So that's how I got in Boston. And I met these people during that time, for sure.
Yeah, great.
I'm Katrine, and I'm originally from Switzerland. I came here to Boston out of the United States about 15 years ago. My sister lived in New York City, and I traveled to the States or to New York to play music, and then I ended up in Boston. And I'm still here.
Yeah, great.
I'm Jane Grondin, and I'm the only one of these gals that does not live in Boston. I live in New Hampshire. And I am originally from Texas as well, and I married a New Englander, and that's how I ended up in New England.
Oh, great.
And I'm the newest member of the band, and I met all of these people through Kelly and through Sanya over here, and they introduced me to everyone else, and that's how I got to be a part of this group.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm Kelly Riley. I'm from Connecticut originally, and I came to Boston to go to Berklee College of Music. So, which was a fantastic experience. I started performing, around that time. And then several years later, I met Sanya first. And then I ended up meeting Felicia and Katrine and then Jane. And so we've been hanging out for a while now and playing music.
Yeah, how long
and
have
having
you
a great
been
time
together?
Well, as a group, it started with... Well, we did a lot of other things.
Complicated question. Right.
Yeah. Okay, edit that. No. We've all known each other for a really long time, and socially and as friends for quite a while. And but as a group, we've been playing together. I think we don't know, but it's like 5 years, something like that. Yeah. And Jane's been with us for like 3. Is that right?
I think you guys have been together more like 7.
Yeah.
So I've been part of the group for about 5.
I think that
time flies.
Sometimes we like to block out some of the periods.
Right. So you're all solo artists on your own, and then you've come together to form the Porch Party Mamas. I'm so curious as to where the name came from.
Well, this was because, I was playing with Felicia and Katrine, and both of them were expecting their sons, remember? And then they sort of took a couple of years off, and Kelly was like, I have a gig in Lynn. She goes, why don't we get those women to come back and play this gig? So, and so I did too. So the 4 of us got together and played this gig at Lynn, and then we got another gig, and then the guy says, what's your band's name? And Kelly's like, we're a band. So Kelly and I quickly emailed back and forth, and she was like, I don't know, something like the Porch Party, something like, sorry, that came too easy. Something like Mamas and Papas, because they're mamas, or what do we do? So anyway, we went back and forth, and we finally, between the 2 of us, just sort of one thing led to another, and it became Porch Party Mamas.
I love it.
And then Jane joined the band.
Yeah.
But we did play. We had a lot of fun sessions on your porch.
That's true.
Back in Somerville.
That's how they got
right.
Yes,
There you go.
that's the most important thing.
My husband kept calling us for probably a year. He went back and forth between the front porch mamas and the back porch mamas, and I kept telling him, no, honey, your wife is playing in a band. It's the Porch Party Mamas.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's great. That's great. And how did you all connect? How did you meet?
We actually, the 3 of us, met through Anna, who is playing tonight in front of our show.
Yeah.
We all met through Anna, and Kelly and I met, I was waitressing, and then we re-met at a songwriting contest, and my husband introduced me to Jane.
That didn't turn out right.
You're right.
That's great. That's great.
I'm giving up the mic.
And tell me about some of the lyrics that you write and that you sing as a group. You know, do you have kind of a mission or a vision for what you want to put out into the world?
Yeah, that's a really great question. So all of us are songwriters, and none of us are the leader. So we tend to sing the songs that we've written, but as we've been together now, we're writing songs for the band. I would say that the songs we choose are, from my perspective, first and foremost from a musical perspective. What is the music going to be like? What's the style of the song going to be like? Can we pull this off with our instrumentation? Would it speak to our audience? And we have a lot of different styles that we each like, and so we have quite an eclectic style. It's a little bit hard to pinpoint exactly what our style is, but it's not hard to know who we are when you listen because of the instrumentation and the way we arrange things.
Yeah.
Does one add to that?
Yeah.
I think, and we were just talking about this recently, that I think really what our signature sound is our collective input on every song. The fact that the way we arrange, maybe I'm being redundant, I don't know, but just that how we arrange the songs for the instrumentation we have is what I think makes it special.
Yeah, yeah. And it's interesting that you are able to come together as a group and even write music together without anyone being the leader necessarily. I mean, how does that work? Do you find that
A lot of arm wrestling.
there you go, yeah.
A lot of wine in our rehearsals.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's a significant. That's actually
So who's coherent at the end of the night, right?
it's one of the secrets to our success, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I that's one of the things that I love about this particular group and being a part of it, is that I feel like we all really love each other a lot. We have a lot of fun together, and that I hope, and I think it does. I mean, I've gotten this feedback that really comes across to our audience, and that's one of the reasons why people really enjoy us, because we're basically just getting together and we're doing what we love to do, and we all love each other, and we all love doing it together, and so it's just a lot of fun for us individually. And
that's wonderful.
you know, hopefully that translates.
Yeah.
Besides, you know, and that's a little bit like beyond the music, a little bit beyond the music.
Right.
So
Right.
I think that's why it works so well. I mean, I feel like all of these women are super sweet, really nice people. I'm gonna get verklempt.
Except for when we're not sweet.
Right.
So it just works.
Yeah.
It really works, because
That's
you know, I have
wonderful.
played in other bands where it hasn't worked so well,
Yeah.
and where there's a
Yeah.
lot of personality clashes.
Right.
And
So thinking about, you know, what we represent with empowering women, you know, we're really, our focus is to inspire women to be the best selves that they can be, to really pursue their passions and pursue their dreams. And I would love for any of you to think about what advice you might have for any woman who sees this, you know, of you. I mean, you all are pursuing your dreams and you're using your gifts, you know, which so many people don't feel permission or that they're able to do. So what advice would you have?
I'll kick that off and then
Yeah.
I'll pass it around. I think just, you know, being able to find that for yourself, you know, what it is that you love to do,
Yeah.
and making sure that you're surrounded by people that will support you in that,
Right.
and not put a stop to that.
Right.
You know, and I know that my husband and my kids are, you know, they get so excited about like every small little triumph that I have in this area, and they're my biggest fans. And you know,
That's
if they
wonderful.
were, you know, not behind me, it'd be a lot harder to do.
Yeah.
So I think that's important that you really make that flourish in yourself, and then that you have people in your life that are happy for
Absolutely.
that and are supportive of that.
Yeah, that's great advice.
I think it's also sort of permitting yourself, giving yourself the permission to carve out from your busy life, you know, as a mother, or we all work, that you carve out sort of this time for yourself. And I mean, we're lucky that we have each other,
Right.
and that we can do this, but that you really permit yourself that this is so important to me that I I need to do this, and I want to do this, and I'm going to carve out this piece in my daily life.
Yeah.
And it's maybe not daily. I mean, we meet once a week, and we have a few gigs, shows a month, sometimes more, sometimes less. But this is just something that is important, and it's important to me, and that I pursue this, that I really do this, and that makes me a happy mother, a happy woman, and a happy person.
That's wonderful. Yeah.
Well, you guys are doing really well at answering this question.
This is some good advice here.
You know, I think also for me it's like setting that goal. When I got out of music school, and I was lucky enough to go to music school, I studied classical guitar, and that was not my passion, and I'm not a really good classical guitar player at all. But I had this passion of songwriting, and I wanted to come to Boston and be a songwriter, and I never gave it up, and I never tried to do anything else. I didn't try to do anything else.
Right.
And so now I teach music privately, which I love, and I teach singer-songwriters, and I teach singer-songwriter style, and it's great. It's a great job.
Yeah.
You know?
So you never gave up on your dream.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, including others to teach was something that was really surprising. I ended up loving it more than I ever thought I would.
Yeah. Yeah. That's wonderful.
Yeah, and I would add that I agree with everything wholeheartedly that my friends here have said. And I think sometimes you have to patch it together. It's not maybe what you thought it was going to be, this dream, because it's evolving in the present moment, and it's a reality in the whatever it is in the present moment. That's what you have to work with. Yeah. And sometimes, what it looked like last month isn't what it looks like this month. And for me, being a musician and playing music is definitely one of the highlights of my life. And my life would definitely not be as rich and fulfilling as it is being a musician. And I've my job, I'm a teacher as well. I teach music. I'm a music director at a church, and I play with these guys.
Yeah.
And I'm a mom and a wife and have a puppy, and renovating my house. So it's insane. It's absolutely insane sometimes.
Yeah.
And they know it because they rehearse at my house.
Yeah.
And the puppy's running through and eating our food, and the bird is singing in the background. And I just, I don't know. I just think, how is this happening? But this is life itself.
Yeah.
And we all accept that from one another.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
Kelly,
Kelly, do you,
I just admire you guys so much, and I mean that. I'm not being a wisecracker. I'm a wisecracker too, but everything you said is totally amazing. And just as you were describing our rehearsal, I was like, how could anyone not want to experience that?
Yeah.
I mean, we have so much fun together.
That's wonderful.
But that doesn't answer your question. But I think I completely agree with what everyone else has said. And I guess a few other things that came to mind is like, maybe you don't know what you want to do. And so you should just try to have as many experiences as possible.
Right.
And just like really live your life and really dive in and just try as many things as possible. And then you'll find out what your passion is. And then once you do find that passion, just totally go for it.
Wonderful.
And don't be afraid of hard work. Don't be, it's part of we have a blast, but we work really hard.
Don't be afraid of mistakes.
Yeah. And be persistent and be thick-skinned.
Yeah.
You're going to come across people that don't agree with what you're doing, and you definitely should seek to surround yourself with people who support you, but it's not always going to happen.
Right.
And so just stick to it and keep going.
Yeah, great.
That's basically what I say.
Wonderful advice. Thank you all so much.
Thank you.
I appreciate you taking the time to talk with me before the show, and I think it's time for us to get on with the show.
All right.
So thank you very much.
Thanks.